them create a god, Serapis Christus, in Egypt at the time, which they told them the first sort of created that image to blend the the Greek philosophers or the Greek way or the Greek gods with the Egyptian gods, man. See? But they were all so-called white people doing that shit. And they gave you Serapis Christus again in the form of Jesus, man. That's the forces of lie again.
Yeah, that's why they want to get strike with you down we call it?
Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Yep. Mostly I visit the idols, man. Verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Most High of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of
the Most High I will bring it forth, so I'm a direct it.
Yeah.
Right, the angels them basically take charge from the Most High. What for the next? Alright, tell me now.
Yep.
It's clear to them willing to do it.
Exactly.
They rejoice that him will.
Exactly. They appease the wrath of him that sent them and made them. And into the house, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, which is America.
That's right.
Then that's why I'm saying, oh, the Lord ready to upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. He's coming to America to destroy America.
Then you have to show your badness, you have to shoot it down in the truth.
Yeah.
Do your best. It's the 2nd Ezra 13 chapter. Yeah man, all of them get up as what that cracker the name again, man? Reagan. You know, say, well, if we had outer threat that will unite us to fight against that one threat, you know, so the world go unite. And it's given to them all left the battle what them having on their own land, World War III basically.
Yeah.
You know, and get up. You see me, I say, we're going to fight for humanity.
Hey, you know, the prophet said, only thing him see after that, at dust.
And smell of smoke.
Smell of smoke.
Wait, I want something.
That's why in Isaiah him say, yo, let him say, to them that say a confederacy, you know, the one that give, because we want to get up, you know? Yeah, let me finish this though. And it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that served falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and with the stones thereof. That's America. Yeah, exactly. And you swear on the Most High name falsely. Then you put your hand on the Bible, you inaugurate your presidents. Then and you swear upon the Bible
in God we trust.
In God we trust and all of these things. That's false, man. Then you're doing it false, and the Most High will destroy you for that. Then
this is Isaiah 8 verse 11. For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say a confederacy.
Yeah, when you are gang up, not join with them. For the ones that we are gang up and you know, a plan a coup. For overthrow the land.
Overthrow the Most High.
You know? Now follow them, man. Because what Esau put out there, man, is that God is dead. You know, that's the way him a push. That's why I'm 10-point rebellion against 10 commandment rebellion against the Most High. He said to teach the children, remove God from out of the schools. The children must not believe that there is the need of God to face life. That's one of their plans, to remove a power. Then they're supposed to look for no supreme being, or no one supreme being, that this is a God. They're supposed to just face life, you know, in their own opinion.
It's the reason why you would have the whole Big Bang saga,
exactly.
Madness.
Exactly,
right,
man.
And evolution, which has never been proven.
Exactly, and a lot of our people believe that. So God is dead. So the most I say, not be confederate with them, we say a confederacy, man. Go ahead.
It says, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. Sanctify, because them fears that the inner humanity.
Yeah.
Or these aliens who come and invade the earth, you know, and extinct us or enslave us. No fear of that, yo. These so-called aliens are come and liberate our people and enslave these nations.
They're good. And by right, they are aliens. But what kind of, your word alien means stranger or foreigner. Them are coming.
They're not from this dimension.
They're not from this dimension, man. So they are strangers and are foreigners. That's what the word alien means. But them just, there go again with Esau fabricating lies because he put the word alien with a negative connotation. Then he put the word alien to something with some broad tentacles and some big broad head and some you know? He did that, man. Forges of lies. And same shoot down one and like in Independence, him shoot down on something and carry and jog out the alien out there and carry Area 51. Yo, he's so crazy, man. See it?
Verse 13 says, sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread.
Yep. Because the scripture say what? They're going to be broken without hands. Yeah, man, join together. Though hand joining hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. They might come together and they might get burned up. Then, by the same chariot, them must say they shoot down. And by the way, this one that is coming, are the main craft are come. The father craft. Then, the father ship. Just like how it did park up in the Independence, you come park up over your cities and shoot that laser beam. That's what, where them get that from?
Hey, as I said now, in Ezekiel 1 and about 13, it describe Ezekiel describe it as beryl, you know, and we go look up the color of beryl. It's like a greenish look. You see in the Independence Day one, like when you move over the in a New York thing, that little tower sitting over there, then they have the Sinaki party. Yeah. When you open up, you literally see the color beryl. Yep. You see, man? I say, boy,
where them get that from?
Yeah, scripture. You know? Because in order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth.
That is it. That is it. Well, we can't read what you have if you have something.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 31 and verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God. Yep. And their horse is flesh.
That's key point for go with you know, what you bring out earlier. Saying mortals. These men are mortals, man. You want to tell me that you mortals near men create technology where we can shoot down something far, some period than you can ever imagine.
Can fight against gods.
Can fight against gods. Then what them create AI or Google and say Google as what? Google is God. Then, but all of these technologies that you trust in, or your witchcraft that you trust in, is not comparable to what the power of the Most High is capable of, man. See? But you read it again.
It says, no, Isaiah 31 verse 3. No, the Egyptians are men and not God.
Yeah, you Egyptians, you're men. And that's why him say, when him come back, he might meet you.
He not meet you as a man.
He not gonna meet you as a man, because this is not man versus man kind of thing. This is the more, when he came, a matter of fact, when we go back before Yahushua came, David and him when I'm servant was men versus Edom. And then they wipe out Edom. And then you have King Solomon, which got rest from all of that. And then Yahushua came again, which is King Solomon in the reincarnation. King Solomon was with Yahushua in the reincarnation. And then Yahushua came again, right? And you what? He came as a man, he came in flesh, and you nailed him on the cross. But this time when he might come in power. He might come in glory. He might come immortal.
Can I say that real quick?
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 47 verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, or virgin daughter of Babylon.
Yeah, because America was never been invaded yet. We had a military attack. They've never been invaded. That's why I think somewhere in Ezekiel that say they might go up to the city of unwalled village.
They dwell carelessly.
With a dual carelessly. And what was Babylon described as? Careless. Yeah, you know, the careless war or something like that, man. Then, go ahead.
It says, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne.
Yeah.
O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah.
Take the millstones and grind meal, and cover thy locks, make bare the leg, and cover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
And that's what we see happening to America right now, them being exposed. You know, a lot of America filth are being exposed, and countries are ashamed to see it. You have even them own, not like see Americans. Man. Some of the things that we Americans do.
Shame like even Karen now.
Yeah, even
Karen is a shame.
Karen is a shame to the whole Edomite community, man.
And even the mystery, them shame about how, the whole fact that how them get America.
Yep.
You know, basically through blood. You know, lies and deception.
And there's a lot of cover up, a lot of bodies and mass graves. They cover it up so much because they don't really want the world to know the atrocities where them commit. The atrocities where the so-called white man commit, especially against our people, you haven't even seen the half. And still doing it. And you don't see the half.
But the angel never record it still.
But like, that's why the Moses, yeah, Him is in every place beholding the evil and the good. Yeah, the Moses are already taken record and already have the record of the things that they have done on the earth, especially to him people.
Yes, you were saying sins reach up unto heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yes, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, your shame shall be seen. That's why I'm so regretful of creating or inventing the internet.
Yeah, man.
You're one of the worst things we could ever do, invent the internet. Why? Because it exposes you the same thing when you create. That's why the scripture tell you again. Either late or when you make set a trap, you dig a pit, you might dig it himself. You might fall in it, man.
Because it's a proverb out here, dig a pit, dig two.
Yeah.
One of you.
Exactly.
Can get blessed with the sword and I hit him and go down.
Can.
I want to nuke himself. It says, I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, man. As for a Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Yep, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's the true name for the Redeemer. Not Christos or whole Christos, the Redeemer.
The Most High in Christ bless.
Or the Most High in Christ bless. And that's why the Most High strike that image over there in Rio de Janeiro with lightning, because you have made a false image of his son and call it what? Jesus Christos, the Redeemer. Then that's not the Redeemer. And for all of those who look to it as the Redeemer, the Most High is going to destroy you. But the point to that, man, is that the Most High now going to meet or come back in our flesh to come deal with you. Then he might come back in power and in glory.
And if the angel them come with the army.
Yep.
As you were saying, if Michael shall stand up, the great princes fight for him people.
Can.
So the whole army come against you, Esau.
Yep.
And one angel can't fuck up your earth.
Good.
It says, back to Isaiah 31, and I'm starting verse 3. It says, now the Egyptians are men, are not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit, which the something of them. The chariots are spiritual crafts.
Good.
You know, right?
Good.
They have intelligence of them own. Far as the past Esau's technology and understanding. It says, when the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is helped shall fall down,
Yep.
and they all shall fall together. For thus hath the Lord spoken unto me, like as a lion, and the young lion roaring on his prey, when a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill thereof.
To fight for Mount Zion. Mount Zion is not dealing with everybody. He must come back to fight for one people. Then with him armies. Then.
Yeah, because right now, it's like, well, this is literally it. We're behind enemy's line.
Yeah.
And in order to get saved, we need our military to come beat up the man them, and take them out, and rescue. And that's what Yahweh should do. You will basically breach the enemy, attack the enemy, full on.
Yep.
And rescue us. That's the reason why I say our Redeemer.
Yep.
He must come see it, hence his name. Yahweh Shai, he saves.
Yep.
Right? Verse 5 says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem.
Yep.
Defending also, he will deliver it. And passing over, he will preserve it.
Yep. This is Revelation 19, verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and true.
Yeah, so this is John the Revelator upon island, you know, basically Patmos. Basically say what you call it now, a vision.
Yeah.
You know, and him see like something come out of the sky. So what is? And describe as a us, you know, because come back with the power. Right? Something mighty, powerful.
Yeah.
Right, come out of the sky. Alright? And him say who basically they lead the ship, or flight so to speak. Right? Yahweh Shai.
And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness does he judge and make war.
So in righteousness this man make war.
Yeah.
You know, he go around the earth, and him basically make war, he kill off some people.
Yeah, man, slow kings and right? Slow princes.
As it's written, the slain of the Lord shall be from one end of the earth even unto the other.
Yep.
He must come conquer.
Yep.
Right?
I wish precepts say go about conquering and to conquer. I mean, something like that. Anyway, his eyes were as a flame.
I think John, Revelation, I think 8 or 6.
Okay.
Where he speak about the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The white horse.
Yeah. Alright, this is verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
Yeah, many crowns. Why him have many crowns? You know, because him conquer all of the nations.
Yep.
Right, so him basically sit down on the whole of them throne.
Yep.
You see me? Oh yeah, the Russia the bad, I'm go over there. And keep them part of a fire.
Yep.
You know, where European Union are going with? You know? Basically destroy the military as well.
Yep. That's Daniel saw too. When him see the stone that is cut out without hands.
That's right.
Which is Yahweh Shai kingdom. Yahweh Shai, you know, coming to smite the image. Which that image that they saw, which consists of what? Babylon, Media, Persia, Greece, and what we hear now as the second leg of the Roman Empire, which is Esau rulership. So them say man was smite the feet, and all of the image are crumbled. See? This is verse 13. Continue verse 12. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Then, yeah, continue.
Yeah, and that name, you know, is going back to his title.
Yeah.
Right? No man like on the earth here, no get that title. That title is basically Lord of Lords, Kings of Kings.
Yeah, you can.
So you go
right,
night.
because you go down further and list it.
Yeah, now, which other man can say, yo, them rule and conquer everybody upon the face of the earth? You know? And no boy can touch them.
And in Hebrew, he say, when him come, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that he is Lord.
Yeah, you can't even get power over the angels them.
Yep.
Right? He's the first begotten son. Right on when him sit on the right hand arm of the Most High. Right? It's kind of serious say what? Which of these angels him ever call sons? You know? See if you have a shy. So that's the title, yo. When no man on the earth, nobody no have that title. No man knew that title. Right? Go back to the name, yeah?
Alright, so we jump back to Revelation 6 verse 2. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer.
That's right. Because the Most High gave him that power, going back to Revelation, Daniel 7th chapter.
Yeah.
So him present himself before the Most High, and the Most High just give him power, so everything of here. That's why him come back and say, all power is given unto me.
Yep.
You know, that's why he even refer to him as the Almighty, because him get that power.
Yep.
Right?
Yo, but that, you know what?
And he saw one go against him.
Yeah.
The fight that go nice.
Good.
I mean, a slaughter.
Yeah, slaughter, right?
Fight that when you can put up back something, you see me?
Verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of the Most High. And the Armies, and not literal blood. You know, it just represent the nations that we conquer.
What's it, Isaiah 63?
Yeah,
you know? Right, he just basically him a kill a whole of people. It's just like when you see a blood by your hand.
That's why I mentioned
the
wine press. But you know a wine press, I want to hold up a grape and you press it. He said him tread the wine press alone.
Yep.
And with the people there was none with him. So I'm alone. So that's why so much people that are in garments still. but it just mean you know, the kingdom that we conquer.
Yeah, as there's a saying you have blood for your hand.
Yeah.
You know, it literally means a blood, it means you kill money.
Exactly.
Right, so when you say him garment soaking in blood, it just means you kill whole heap of people.
Yep.
I am responsible to everybody that over this.
Yep. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses.
See you are going now? So the general them,
Yeah.
right? Michael, you know, the chief one, right? You know, the army, right? And everybody, you always we mention the someday.
Dark side.
Dark side. Get the ready the Armageddon.
The Armada, yeah.
Armada, so like yeah. You see me? Right? That's because Yahweh Shai wait for Yahweh, give him to go ahead and say go on.
Yeah, man.
You see me? And like, these are man, me breathe things in my mind, it's a visual.
Yeah, man.
You know, if you see them running, like them are going in the spacecraft, them, you see me? And I ready up and you see them left out like the heavens.
Oh,
You see
beautiful.
me?
Just imagination alone, just
Yeah.
beautiful.
You see me? And you there, because they go in the hell, you know.
Yeah.
You see me, it's punish you and, you know, be a case all over and the nukes them fire off. See you. You see me?
And them all move quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, them all move quick, man, to the point where we're gonna get delivered quick. As people say, oh, in the twinkling of an eye.
Yep.
You know, the angels don't go move. Yahweh and the angels, you know, them are wait.
Yep.
And they say, go ahead.
Yeah, that's why
You know?
you say, well, it's faster than a sonic boom.
Faster, yeah.
You see me? Because in the twinkling of
The
an eye,
twinkling
when you
of
win,
an eye,
they say
man.
song wink.
Yep.
You see
I
me?
remember, yo, at that time,
Gone.
Yep, we're gonna need to be delivered quick because while when him get go ahead or while Yahweh coming, the missiles them are come. The missiles them are go, ready for almost like ground zero. And then the angels them are gonna be there for us, man. His scripture say, why am I sending angels
Yep.
with the soul into four corners of the earth, and they shall gather the elect from the four corners of the earth.
It's don't even mean that. Angels now. You fire some missile in the cars. East I want to shoot on see a missile in my fire chariot. Or maybe have more advanced missile, who knows? But let's see. If when you shoot them down, the angel them go fly in, take up some people, and go back out and set salute. You still want against them?
Yeah, you see what I said, enter into that chamber until the indignation overpass. So we get delivered, put into the chariot, while the indignation overpass America. Then, and wheresoever is supposed to get burned, even the land of Israel. You know, because even the land of Israel I forgot get cleansed by fire too. Then, so when the elect from among, especially in America, get delivered, we're gonna get locked into the chariots, man. And we're gonna be there until the indignation or the fire, the best of destruction sweep through
Revelation
America,
15.
man. Revelation 15.
Stand up on the sea of glass.
Yep. Just imagine that, man. Verse 14, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, which is what the righteousness, right? And out of his mouth goeth forth a sharp sword. And picture Independence Day.
Yeah, man.
When the chariot, hey, for who watch the movie, you know, because I have a lot of people don't watch certain message. Yeah, they don't watch it, man. But if you watch the movie, you see that blast of fire and the vapor of smoke, that's the laser beam. We get, you know, just to describe it as laser beam, will burst forth from out of the chariot to destroy and to burn buildings, man.
Yeah, because that's exactly the way it take place.
Exactly.
You see everything that's there, just a what? Dust and smell of smoke.
Smell of smoke. Hey,
Everything
you watch?
just laid waste.
What they moving in here with Tom Cruise?
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. When he reach home, I just hashes.
There's a zap people beside him.
Yeah,
In
man.
a real life, I get zapped too.
Gone. You know? It's beautiful, man. That's all beautiful. When scripture telling in Sirach, there's no greater joy you name a man have, but to see the joy of his children and the fall of his enemies. When we see this society going down, man, the fall of our enemy is one of the greatest joy, man, we are going to have. And that's why when I watch movies, when they depict something like that, it's so beautiful to see, man. Then, continue. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Yes, they basically beat them up. And basically you have some slaves. Basically Revelation, 2nd is 13. I see there's some more happy, some more sad, some more bound. I wonder why.
Exactly.
You see me? So that's when him rule them over, rule them with a rod of iron now. Because he come set up a kingdom and he not going to lift a finger. We are going to need some people to do that. Aisa.
And it says, with all my smite the nations.
That's right.
So all nations are gonna get smite. All of these nations are gonna get smite by the Lord. Are get destroyed by the Most High. So then, if all nations are gonna be ruled with a rod of iron by the Lord, then how them all get saved? How all nations are repentant, or repentance granted them? If them all get destroyed and the Most High gonna rule them with a rod of iron, meaning that them are being a slavery. Yeah? The rod of iron, and he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the Almighty. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
That's his title, yo.
Yeah.
Not a literal name. You know? Right? It's basically like a surname. You know, like if you pre like ancient rulers, like the Ptolemies, you know, Antiochus, they aren't literal names, yo. Those are title. When they bear rulership, they get title. Right? So Yahweh shall go and get a title too. You see me? King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Right? Because it says if you put the precept, all knees, you know, I go bow. Every tongue, because it's either them bow willingly. Yeah. You see me? Or you box point something, arise! You see me? Or beat them to pieces. Because if you tell you that, you know, we basically beat the nations out to pieces.
Yep.
Right? Broke them up in other words.
Yeah, man. I read a Psalms, the bind your king to chains.
Yep. Psalms 149.
149, right.
Start at 5. Start at 1, because you actually say we are going to be happy them time little. Yeah. We're going to try to see the father of our enemy.
Yep. Yeah, deceiving, deception now we get the so-called white man now, man.
They are in chains.
Yeah, no further than in them chains then. We say start at 1?
Yeah, man, yes, sir.
The Psalms 149 verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Hey, because that's the way we sing the song of Moses.
Yeah.
You know? The Lord is a man of war.
Yep.
You know, because look what he do.
Yep.
Right? Praise ye the Lord, yo, because we give thanks, because we get saved.
Yep.
Some boy rush way and look what they get.
And we're dying with we desire to see that day so much, man. You know, we're big. You know, when big brother, when you get beat up and big brother run come in to defend you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, me feel I'm kind of jarred when, you know, me a little youth. I mean, a fight when the youth bigger than me and my daddy come. You know?
Badness, no.
You know, and the youth get humble. Me feel so, you know, yo, my daddy, you're a real protector. And a real deliverer that. You deliver me with that there and this big and, you know, bigger youth. You know, so how much more, man, when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai send him son, Yahushai to come deliver us from out of the hand of our enemy.
Which is our big brother.
Which is Yahushai, which is our big brother. And this man is so powerful over us that we had no choice but to sit back and wait.
Yeah, guys, give us a door Jacob.
Yeah.
Because nigga come a camp, God camp, no come a camp, you know, come here. You see me? With gun.
Yeah.
You know, so them the broad sticks camp. Me, so I cannot send one drone, brother.
Yep.
The waste of time.
You never send nobody. No. You send a drone. When they zoom in on you, boom. Take you out.
Tata.
Yeah, man.
I set niggas up. I set niggas against you.
Yeah,
you
won. Yeah. Alright, so go down. Verse 2 said what? Let Israel sing unto the Lord a new song and his praise in the congregation of the saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king.
Alright, in their king, our king. You know, like when David used to war.
Yeah.
You know, he used to go war for we. Right, the scripture tells us the most side war for we. When you read Exodus, when he tell Moses, stand now and see the salvation in the Most High.
Yep.
Not by might, not by power. We not gonna do nothing. You see me? Right? Most High, yo. Yo, about Shami and Shai, I'm gonna deliver we. Right?
Yep. Verse 3. Let them praise his name in the dance.
His name, what is his name, Nate?
What is his name?
If thou can.
Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp, For the Lord Yahweh Bashemir shall take pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation.
With salvation.
Yep.
That's what is going to beautify the meek with you. Right, those, and I think the brother Kabash going out with you.